Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I will be working on this particular flyer. It's a new month, we are in August 1st, so we'll be working on um, the August flyer, and it's our month of mantles. So this is my church flyer, and without much talking, let's dive into it. Alright, so if you have worked with me closely, you know when I'm starting a new document, I like to work in the 5x4 dimension. The orientation should be portrait and the resolution 300. So I click on create. So my first thing I always do is to go to the guides, then go to new guide layout. The column should be 1, the row should be 1. It gives it this kind of nice aesthetic view. So I press OK. So the first things first, we actually have to create this white background. It's actually a circle, then I just divide it into 2 in the background. But first we need to work on the background, so let's work on the background. Alright, so with the background, initially we have to create a new solid color. So the solid color, this is the color code I'm using, 994DF8. So that's the solid color. Then I have to bring in this kind of is it a pattern or a texture? So that texture looks like this. So I scale it in the middle so that it snaps. Probably I will enlarge it, to cover the whole thing. But what I did was I actually made the type a multiply. I've forgotten the name for it. I made it a multiply, and I decreased the opacity to 60. Yeah, so that's how come I got this aesthetic view. So the next thing to do is to create the circles. So by pressing U, you get a circle. Control Shift U will give you multiple circles or multiple shapes. So you just have to draw something like this, like an oval. It's not that perfect. Then we change the color to white. Yeah, exactly. You do the same. You drag it a bit up, then you duplicate it and you bring it a bit down, just like this. Yeah, I think it's looking fine. Alright, I think it's looking okay. So the next thing we do is to bring in our logo and our text. So probably you can bring in your church's name and your church logo. You just type in your church name and bring the logo, but always know that your work has to be center alignment. So Control A, then you press the middle, the center alignment. You also do same for the name of your church too, center alignment, so that it makes the work look very neatly arranged. Yeah, so with doing the church and the name logo, the next thing we do is to write the text in the middle here and also bring the image here. It's a simple flyer, so it doesn't have much to do. Yeah, it's a very simple flyer you can do for your church. So I'll bring in the picture here and I'll draw the text, and I'll show you the font name that I actually used. Alright, so when you drag in your picture, any of your choice, you just drag it to the bottom. This is my head pastor, Right Reverend Abraham Nyamfo. He's now a doctor actually. So I just duplicate this one with the image. I've already edited it, so I'll do that in another video. I'll just press Ctrl J to duplicate the image. The one on top, actually, I'll go to. We are actually trying to create this particular white. Is it like a shadow behind him? So that's what I actually do it. So bringing the image here, I've duplicated it. Then I'll now go to the blending options of the image. Go to color overlay, then select white. Now you bring this layer beneath or under the layer. You just press Ctrl Shift then arrow key right to just bring the image to the right. It actually gives it a nice feel. Yeah, so you see how this is looking like. So that is how it's supposed to look like, just like this one. Okay, so we are to do the welcome to August mantle of mantle. So yeah, so the name I used for the welcome was Troy. So you can search it up and download it. So welcome, It's a nice font. So welcome. What I did with the 2, I did a circle and I wrote the 2 in the middle. Yeah, so let's pick up this color. You can use the eye to look for a color. So now I'll draw a nice circle, a perfect circle by holding shift. Then I'll drag it closer to the 2. So the font for the font for the 2 is distinctly personal. Yeah. So this is what I do. Press T to bring up the font. Now just type T and O. Whether capital T or small t, it should do. Yeah. So small t. Then you now drag the T, the 2, into the white, the orange, or I don't know the color, whether it's curry. So you just drag it and enlarge it a bit. Yeah. So we should have something like this. Welcome to. Exactly. Alright, so the next thing too is to write the Agest, and I use this particular font. It's called Agita. So I did small letters rather. AUGST. My J is messing me up, so I use my on-screen keyboard actually to do the G. Yeah, it gives me this nice G. So welcome to Agest. It's looking good. The same font, and I used to write our month of our month. Sorry, our month. My H also is not working. Sorry about that. So our month of, yeah. So our month of, and I decrease the font size to about maybe 20 pixels or something like that. Yeah. And I'll just shift it to the corner, but I'll make it a bit smaller. Keep it smaller. Yeah, so something like this. Yeah. So I modified the Agest a bit. I'm using the size of 61.69, then amount of I'm using 8.6 so that it looks a bit smaller. So the next thing I'll do is to write the mantle. So the font I actually used for the mantle was MNTLE mantles. I used a particular font. The font was Anton. Yeah. So you can search it up at the font or any of the fonts. So Anton regular. Yeah. So that's how the font looks like, but I have to put it at the back of the image, so I have to drag all the way at the back of the image to drop it a bit longer. Yeah. So what I did was to get this kind of curved text. This is what I did. I had to select the text itself, go to the text wrap, wrap text or text wrap. Now go to the lower arc. So at the bend section, I just have to push it back a bit. Yeah, something like that. And press OK. Yeah. So that's how come I got. So in order to, you can bring the image down so that you can see the whole thing. Yeah. So here you go. You see, it's even looking already nice. Very simple. So let's throw in our social media handles and the head pastor's name. Then we add some small screens and overlays. Alright, so without much talking, I just copied and pasted my social media handles. I just placed it on the right hand side. Yeah, so that's how it's looking. Just get your church social handles. Alright, so I have this. Mostly I use this overlays a lot. It's a half tone and also a screen light. So these two, I really like using them a lot. It just throw more lights to the image. So I think it's looking perfect. It's looking already perfect. Yeah. So see you guys in the next tutorial.